Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me on the podcast today. Jim, do you think this two-way experiment can work?
Well, it's difficult. You know, it's interesting to take a look at, but there's a reason this doesn't get tried very often, is that it's very hard to be a big league hitter. It's very hard to be a big league pitcher. And when you're trying to do both at the same time, it really increases that degree of difficulty. I always think of a guy like Dave Winfield, who was probably the best two-way player. You know, he's drafted in football and basketball, too. Unbelievable athlete coming out of Minnesota. And the Padres took him right almost at the top of the draft. He'd struck out 15 in his last College World Series game. And they didn't even mess around with it. They just put him in the big league. They put him in the big leagues, but immediately as a hitter. So it'll be interesting. It can work, but it's that much harder than trying to just make it as a one-way player.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Kevin Padlow. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Here we go.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And it'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no air.
Keep it going.
Into the box, James Newcomb is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Matt Davidson. Now a big swing by Davidson, and he connects. A ball carrying well. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 3-0 ball game. Now that ball was an absolute tape measure blast. Probably one of the farthest home runs you'll see all season, and as Show Track tells us, it was projected at exactly 450 feet. That's one that'll make the highlight shows later on for sure. Stepping in next, James Newcomb. He doubled his last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way. Hard hit ball to short. Quickly, there are 2 away. Ready now is James Newcomb. He bounced out last time up.
Here we go.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Striding forward now is the DH, Joe Rizzo. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Hit out towards second, right to him. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Next up, Zach DeLoach. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Sent on the ground out to second. And it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. Last half of the 7th here, and set to go is the second baseman, James Newcomb.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts one at bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back.
Next, it'll be Zach DeLoach. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Reined in. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Stepping up is James Newcomb. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over. 11-6, the final score in this ball game. The Travelers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. George Kirby earns his first win of the season. Ryan Mosley permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Matt Vasgersian back with the minor league pregame show, counting you down to Double-A Central Baseball with tonight's version of the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. James Newcomb comes into this one with hits in each of his last 10 games. What do you think is contributing to his recent success, and what do you think about his chances of extending his streak in this one?
Yeah, Matty, consistent hitting mechanics, a great eye, feel for the barrel right there, Matty. I actually think it's going to continue. This guy looks so calm in the box. I don't see that he doesn't get a knock today.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Bobby Miller will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that added a new pitch to his repertoire, the split finger. He won't throw it that often. I think one of the reasons he tried to pick up this pitch, had a difficult time throwing the straight changeup, and sometimes the splitter is the quick pitch fix for that. So it'll be interesting to see how and when he uses the splitter in this one here today.
At the plate now, Matt Davidson. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
And it's quickly 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The next 0-2. In the dirt here. Throw to third. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
A 1-2. Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. And now Luke Raley looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. 1-0. Here it is.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed. Because to be late on a fastball and a count like that is just unforgivable.
Set and the 2-2 changed up on him as this is grounded to second. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. At the plate now is Zach Deloach. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw is in time for the first out of the second. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Freddie Riley tried to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Strike called. Now the throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So here is Luis Liberato. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Next to hit is Josh Morgan. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded.
Leading off for Tulsa, the second baseman.
First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Hey, that was an absolute fantastic diving catch and a really great effort. And I don't want to take away from it too much, but if you look closely at his route, it definitely was not the most direct way to get to the baseball. He didn't take a good angle initially, but let's credit him for making the adjustment and laying out.
Next to dig in, James Newcomb. First delivery to him. On the ground to the left side. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, there's a clean base hit right there, D-Row, to drive that runner in from third base.
Yeah, he was telling the boys, get it ready right here. I'm going to walk home on this one. That was easy to read through the hole, and he was able to take his time scoring from third.
Now batting, first baseman.
To the plate now, Matt Davidson. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error. Striding in is Josh Morgan. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Slow roller out to short. Reined in. Throw won't get him.
You know, D-Row, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates, right?
So now into the box is Kevin Padlow. It was a walk in his last trip. Runners going. Pitches a called strike. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Next to stand in is James Newcomb. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
This is line to left. Liberato is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Get down.
And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. Ready to take his hacks again, Jack Larson. Blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Hot shot to third. And a sliding effort there, but he can't get a glove on it. A base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
So now here is James Newcomb. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. This evening's game comes to an end 5-4.